Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for all the subscribers that have been adding to my channel over the last couple of weeks while I have been away down on site. We are now into the last 3 weeks of myself and Jen being here in Muscat before I head away back to Scotland. So please do look forward to all this new exciting content that will be coming to the channel. Today's topic is regarding back pain. Do you suffer from back pain? Do you have adaptive shortening syndrome? It is something that I suffer with on a daily basis, and it is due to me having quite a lazy, sedate day job where I'm sitting behind a desk a lot, yeah? So for long periods of time, I sit motionless. So, you know, even when you guys are sitting watching this, you may be lying on a couch like this, you may not be sitting properly, you may actually be contributing to this very syndrome as we speak. So here is some exercises that I have been prescribed from the Finland Osteopathy Centre here in Muscat to try and relieve this issue. So as you're probably aware from my videos, the golf swing is quite a complex move, and it does put you into some quite weird positions. Unfortunately, if you do have lower back pain, or if you have tight hip flexors or tight quads and hamstrings, then this can cause severe pain. And especially when I'm playing golf, I have been suffering this a lot over the last sort of year to 18 months and wasn't doing anything about it. So it's not been until the last couple of months now that I have actually been on my time off visiting the osteopath centre and seeing one of the physios, and then each day I've been having to do certain exercises 2 to 3 times a day. So today I am going to show you the video of me doing these exercises. I will not do the whole thing, but I will give you a snapshot of exactly what it is that I'm having to do on a daily basis to try and relieve the pain when I am playing golf, pain when I'm sitting for long periods of time, etc. as well, okay? But disclaimer for you, if you do suffer from any medical condition, please do get it checked out by a professional, okay? These exercises that I am away to show you today is things that I have been prescribed for me. They may not be suitable for everybody, okay? But hopefully they might be suitable for some of the viewers that we do have here, okay? Only do the exercises for as long a time as you can, okay? Please also make sure that your body is suitably warmed up as well, so you do not pull any of your muscles and damage yourself anymore, okay? Each of the exercises I am going to be showing you, you should do on both sides, but if I was to do that in this video, the video would be about 45 to 60 minutes long, so I will only show you on one side. I generally do it for up to 10 reps, and I do 4 sets on each side as well, okay? I will try and talk you through each of the different moves as I'm doing them to try and explain to you the symptoms that you may be feeling while you actually do carry out these exercises, okay? At any point though, if you do feel sore, if you do feel tightness or pain, then please do stop, okay? Do not sue me. Okay, I'm only trying to give you some help. So guys, please do stay tuned and look forward to hearing any comments from you. Okay. So guys, as you can see, if I pull my t-shirt tight, if my spine has a curve here, okay, that then puts a lot of pressure across this area here, my buttocks, and also down to my upper thighs. Yeah, if I tilt my hips from being in this position to them being level, you can actually see that my back then straightens a lot better, which then takes the pressure off of here and all of this area here also. Okay, so some of the exercises I am going to show you in a couple of minutes will actually help to tilt your hips from this position back to this correct position here. Okay, which is the position that you need for when you are walking properly. Okay, so the last thing that you want is to have a curve in your spine. Also, you may notice that if you do sit behind a desk a lot, your shoulders will pull forward because this muscles across here, these tighten, and the muscles in your back here, they get weaker and they are then not as strong. So especially in golf position here, I need to try and pull my shoulders further back so my hands and arms then hang naturally. If I'm like this, then I am out of position, which then causes issues with my upper back as well. Okay, so let's get down to the exercises. Okay, the first exercise I'm going to show you is with you lying on your back. Okay, so my knees are raised, my feet are fully flat on the floor, and what I'm going to do is put my head back, my arms down by my side, and what I want to do is from this position with my hips, I want to push them backwards down into the mat, okay, for a count of 10. So the way that I do that is each time that I breathe in or out, then that is one number. So as an example, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you're doing this correct, you should not be able to put your hands underneath your lower back like what I now have at the moment. Okay, that then has the curve in the spine. So if you push down, then you cannot fit your hands underneath between your back and the mat that you're on. Okay, next move that I'm going to ask you to do is again for a count of 10. So feet flat on the floor, hands either side, and what we're going to do is with your head on the floor and your shoulders on the floor, we are going to raise your hips up as high as you can. So you will feel it very tight in the back in this area here, and you may also feel it tight in this area here. So this is your hip flexors. So again, it is for a count of 10, and as I said, each of these exercises you would do minimum of 4 sets each. Okay, between each of your reps, then I normally give it 5 seconds. You may notice that after a certain amount of time that your knees, they do start wobbling. That is quite common. Okay, next exercise that I'm going to show you is for opening up your hip flexors and also the muscles here. So pulling your foot across onto your mid thigh, you're then going to take one hand and put that at your ankle. You then will take this hand and on the inside of your knee, you will then try and push your knee away from you for 10 seconds while your head and your shoulders are down flat on the ground. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you will feel inside this area here, you will feel it very tight. Also, if you are pulling with this hand on your ankle and pushing properly with your other hand on your knee, you may feel it in this area here. So what I do is I superset that one by then doing another exercise, which is by placing my other leg straight out in front of me. I take the hand that was on my ankle and I put it behind my knee like this, and what you want to do is pull this knee up to your left shoulder like this. Okay, so you can pull your toes back, which then also tightens the different muscles, and you can also put your toes forward, which loosens these muscles as well. So normally what I do is I have both sets of toes pulled back towards me while my other leg is in mid-air. Okay, and what you're trying to do with your head and shoulders flat back on the ground is to try and stretch the muscles in the back of your leg here. Okay, you may feel it sore in your groin, you may feel tingling sensations in your arm as well. That is quite common. Okay, I then do 4 of them, and then I do the other side as well. Okay, next exercise that I do is while my upper body is flat on the floor, I tilt my hips, so my left leg is bent in this position and is flat on the floor. Your right knee, you try and pull as far back as you can whilst pushing your hips up towards the sky in roughly a 20 to 25 degree angle. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to force your knees as wide apart as possible whilst pushing your hips forward. You will feel it very much in this area here to try and loosen off that muscles plus your lower back. Again, that would be for 10 seconds, counting each of your breaths. So in will be 1, out will be 2. Okay, at any point though, if you do feel that this is sore, especially in your hip flexor, groin area, or in the back here, then please do stop. Okay, so count of 10 and then 5-second rest. Do 4 sets of that and then do the other leg. Other way you can do it is by alternating your legs, so you may do left and then right to give your legs slightly longer of a break. Okay. Next exercise is whilst lying on your side, straighten out your top leg, and what you want to do is with your foot pointed away from you to try and stretch the muscles all the way up. You then try and lift your leg up as high as you possibly can, which then this muscle here does get very, very sore and very tender. If your muscles are quite weak, then your legs may bounce up and down. That is very normal. Okay, you can maybe hear from the way that I'm speaking that there is a bit of pain here while I do this, so it is taking a bit of concentration for me to try and work on this muscle. So again, count to 10 whilst breathing, and then down for 5 seconds. So generally when I'm doing this exercise, I do feel it in this muscles here, which is muscles I do need to work on for the rotation of my golf swing. Again, do 4 sets and turn over. So you always want to be working both sides of your body. Yeah, okay. Another exercise that we're going to do, so from this position here, what you're going to do is lift your ankle and foot up as high as it will go, whilst maintaining both your knees together, and from here you want to try and rotate your toes down to the ground as much as possible. So will be like this and not like this, okay? So you try and pull your heel up as far as you possibly can and try and push your toes down as far as you can, which then all of these muscles are all being activated, but especially here, and your hip flexors in the front of your body. So again, you would do that for 10 seconds and then 5 seconds of a break. As you may be able to see with my foot, my muscle is bouncing about slightly because of the tension in this part of the muscles here. Yeah. Again, you do 4 sets on each side as well. The final exercise that I have been instructed to do is what we call the window wipers. So with your back again flat on the ground and head on the ground as well, you tilt your knees to try and get them both down onto the ground as much as possible without moving your feet. So this will stretch this area here, and you will also feel it in the back here also. So again, to the count of 10, you will do this. If you want to do all 4 on one side first, then no problem, or you can alternate, and that's why it's called the window wipers, because your muscles are then getting worked with both sides. So when I do this one, I actually feel it more here, but it is because I do have previous injuries from skiing and snowboarding, where I have had operations on my knees, so I do have to watch that, and that may be one of the reasons that I do have the adaptive shortening syndrome, due to my hips being slightly off balance, because my left leg is about half an inch shorter than my right. Okay, so again, for the count of 10, you try and get both your knees down flat onto the ground, and this helps to stretch out all of these muscles. Other things that you can use as well is foam roller. So foam rollers are great for any parts of your body. You can use them for shoulders, you can use them for your back, you can use them for your legs, front and rear also. Okay. Pardon me. If you also need to work on any specific muscle groups, you can use tennis balls, or you could potentially use golf balls, and either when you are lying flat on the ground, you would put the tennis ball or golf ball in the position that you're wanting, and then you roll over that to try and get it directly onto that point. Okay, that can help relieve a lot of pressure. It is something that I do quite often as well. Plus, I also do have a handheld massager also as well. So, as I said, guys, this is just some of the exercises I have been given over the last couple of months from my physio, and I have noticed a huge difference in my flexibility, in my movement, and also in the amount of pain that I'm not now in when I'm playing golf. I am actually noticing that I'm swinging a lot more freer. My ball distances have increased as well, which obviously adds up to a lot better golf game, and it's more enjoyable as well. Yeah. So guys, please do comment if you do have any back pain, if you have tried any of these exercises. Let me know if anything has helped. Let me know if there is any content like this that you would like me to do again in the future. And also please do like, please do share, and please do subscribe as well. So all of that makes my channel grow on a daily basis and is very much appreciated. So hopefully you have noticed that I do try and comment to every comment that a subscriber has left on any of my videos, and I've also been doing some live streams, either myself or with Jennifer Bellini vlog. So please do subscribe and like her channel also. Peace out.